does. And man, this is... I'm getting flashbacks, Sozin, they're not good. That's pretty much the same alignment he took against me, and I didn't really watch any of his other games, but yeah, that's pretty much the way he's set up against me too.
Yeah, I think his opening setup here is pretty standard. I saw him do it throughout all the games.
Okay, anyone got any comments? Feed them in. Anything at all. Well, he's thinking about it. I'm just inclined to think he's going to put him somewhere in the middle. Maybe he's worried that Ricky's just going to go south here, and then Poe's going to kind of get stuck. Because ideally he wants to joust, and then he wants to come in on the flank with Poe to help Poe kind of hang around longer late game, which is where he's most devastating. But with Ricky's setup, I think he's worried that Ricky's just going to go south with all these guys, and now Poe is going to be the one out in front as opposed to his filler. But it's looking like he's just going to go middle with him anyway, and he's not too worried about that, maybe.
Wow, so he's going split setup here. Interesting. Yeah, I'm be curious to see what he's thinking here, because if Ricky does just cut around the asteroid field, then Poe either has to head north.
Yeah, get him in. Get him in.
Yeah. Then Poe either has to head north and be away from the action, or head east and south and be right in the thick of it, which seems dangerous for Poe.
Yeah, but I'm thinking he's probably just gonna do something like a one forward. And then once he sees if they go south, he'll probably just boost left to maybe get in behind his filler. But then if they turn in immediately, then he'll just probably boost forward. Maybe is what I'm thinking.
Yeah, he's just gonna take it slow. All right, here we go. World champion Paul Heaver versus the pirate king Kelvan Tiberius. Oh, just a heads up, I might get sucked at some point into parent duty, in which case I'm going to try to find a third person to join us on the cast. I think Tyler may be coming home soon.
Okay. We got a little Morgan Reed standing by here, too. Not sure if he's on Skype. But
Oh, yeah, bring Morgan in.
I don't believe I have him. I don't know how to close this window with you now. How do I do this?
I'll try to add him to the call.
Okay.
Hold on one second. Cool, Morgan's going to try to remember what his Skype handle is.
All right. I gave Morgan a little flack as we were watching the final table. I can't remember if I told you this or not, but it was some week, like week 7. It might have been the week when I played Morgan, actually, because I know he ran Poe against me. He made some comment somewhere about, I'm giving Poe a chance, but I just don't feel like he's that good. And then, of course, lo and behold, he's in both the lists at the final table. We'll have to bring that up again if he gets on here.
Yeah, I'm still not convinced about Poe. I know it's weird saying that given that he made the final table twice, but I mean, every game I've played with him and against him, he's gotten focus fired down. I mean, I melted Paul's Poe in our Aces match in 2 rounds. Granted, it was with a proton rocket, but...
Well, Ricky is thinking about one here, and that's gotta be his thinking is... I mean, it seems real simple. It's gotta be just thinking about, do I turn in or do I go south? You really don't want that stress hog on your tail, because you start stressing your guys out, making them, particularly that B-wing, if it's unable to K-turn, it's basically just sitting there just getting walked along, basically almost being ionized, essentially, unable to do anything. But yeah, at the same time, he's just so concerned about Poe hanging around. He doesn't have a whole lot of big guns that can bring Poe down end game, and the fact that Poe's going to move after everyone, he's got a great dial, he can boost. That must be the main concern. So he wants to get him early, but yep, Paul putting him through the ringer already. That's what he does.
And Ricky's rethinking everything.
Oh, yes. Second guess.
Alright, so we've got, Tyler's gonna join us as well in about 15 minutes.
Alright, alright.
I'm gonna get my kid upstairs so she can start her dinner. I'll be back.
Sounds good. Y'all so quiet, so quiet. Rely on me for your entertainment. Well, if you're watching this, I'm not sure if you're a fan of the league or if you just got nothing better to do on a Saturday night, but I'll spill the beans. There has been some discussion about sort of going along the route that the basically the English Premier football, if you're in Europe soccer, if you're in America leagues, go, and that they have multiple divisions. We are more or less in discussions about that. I can't say everything because we honestly don't know yet, but there is some discussion. It's basically set in stone that we are going to introduce at least one other league along with the one we have going currently. We don't exactly know, because we still haven't decided who is going to get the invite to that and why. I can tell you all that the ELO rankings will have something to do with it. So again, get those games in. I know Phildo's done a lot of good work getting these games back up. The Galactic Cup will probably have something to do with it. The top finishers and that. But if you play on Vassal a lot, you feel like you're a good player, you want to get some exposure, and you have an interest in playing in that, this is the best way to go about it. And there's someone on who's willing to get a game in. I mean, you might have to wait for a little bit, but I'm on quite a bit, and I usually see someone on here playing or looking for an ELO game.
Alright, I'm back.
keep saying Matt is from Australia, but he's said like twice.
He's British, but
He's
he's
living in Australia right now, but he's from the UK.
Yeah, he's a Brit in Australia.
Oh, okay, well. Alright, so it looks like Ricky's not going to do anything too fancy. He's just going right in for the joust. Oh, he's going to boost.
Yeah, he wants to get those A-wings and maximize their ability to block.
Yes, but I don't think... it's going to be hard to do it on that next turn because the three in the back are so slow. I'm pretty sure Paul's just going to one forward his twos. Like with Paul, with my game with him, it was like one forward, one forward, one forward the first 3 turns. Ooh, and 1 bank. Interesting. Nope, I was incorrect. 3 forward. And a 4 forward from Poe. Oh, wow.
Wow, this is going to be bloody.
Wow. Well, if you're Kelvan, you're in a spot now where you've got a chance to put some shots on Poe. And I mean, you're sort of playing into Paul's hand in that you gotta fly your whole squad into the ass. I bet Ricky is regretting that right barrel roll with the B-wing now. I bet he wishes he was farther south. But even still, I mean, he's got Poe in a good spot here. Poe's probably not going to do anything other, like maybe he'll 1 left bank, I doubt it. I think he's probably just going to 1 right bank him. And so then if you're Ricky, what are you thinking you're doing here, Sozin?
Trying to add Morgan to the call.
Priorities, okay. I guess I'll take the lead again.
I'm pretty close. Hold on. Where are you, Morgan?
Well, if it's me, I'm thinking 3 right bank with him, 3 right bank with 4, 1. Ooh, that's the hard one. 2 left turn and then a boost right, or a 3 left turn. You can't really 2 left bank. You don't really want a 2 forward. I mean, he's put himself in such a funky spot here that I feel like he almost has to go for Poe and just stay on him until he's dead, and then just play it out from there. And yeah, for Paul, I mean, are you going to bank left? Doubtful, because then you're not going to get a shot, unless he just thinks he can just rely on them for getting shots and he wants to make sure Poe doesn't die. That would be an interesting move, but I think it's most likely he just 1 right banks him. But yeah. Oh, here we go. Alright, Morgan, let's hear your expertise on this.
Morgan, you there?
Yes, mate.
Nice, we've got Morgan Reed.